Have you ever held an Australian 50-cent coin from 1980 and wondered if it could actually be worth more than just 50 cents? Well, hold on to that thought, because today, we're diving into one of Australia's most fascinating coins, the 1980 50-cent piece. A coin that might be hiding real collector value right in your pocket change. Stick around till the end, because some rare variations of this coin have surprised even seasoned collectors. Let's get started. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin is part of a long-running and beloved coin series that features Australia's national coat of arms. At first glance, it may look like just another silver-colored coin, but its design, history, and mintage details make it a standout in Australian numismatics. Let's uncover what makes this coin special, how to identify rare ones, and just how much they might be worth today. The design of the coin is instantly recognizable. The 12-sided dodecagonal shape made from cupronickel 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it that bright silvery finish. The reverse side was designed by Stuart Devlin, the official goldsmith to the Queen, featuring the Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo and emu supporting the shield of 6 state badges. On the obverse side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a design used on coins from 1966 to 1984. The year 1980 was an interesting time in Australia's coinage history. Inflation was rising, the economy was shifting, and the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was producing coins in huge numbers for everyday use. But even with such a large mintage, certain details make the 1980 issue stand out, and collectors are now hunting specific varieties that slipped through unnoticed back then. In 1980, around 25.3 million 50-cent coins were struck at the Canberra Mint. That's a lot. Which is why most 1980 coins aren't considered rare in circulated condition. However, the real excitement comes from die varieties and minting errors that appeared during production. These small details can transform an ordinary coin into something far more valuable. Collectors have identified a few notable varieties of the 1980 50-cent coin. The most famous among them is the double bar variety behind the emu's head. This small but clear doubling in the design is a result of die maintenance or re-engraving and can make your coin more desirable to collectors. If your coin has those 2 faint bars, congratulations, you might have something special. Now, let's talk money. What's it worth today? A regular 1980 50-cent coin in circulated condition is worth around face value to $1 AUD. However, if you have a double bar variety, the value jumps significantly. Depending on condition, these can fetch $10 to $25 AUD. And in uncirculated or proof-like condition, some have sold for over $50 AUD. Always remember, condition is king in coin collecting. Several factors determine a coin's worth: condition, rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. A 1980 coin in pristine mint state condition can be worth several times more than a worn-out example. If it shows clear minting errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubling, those can easily push the value even higher. When you check your 1980 50-cent coins, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look closely behind the emu's head for those double bars. Also, inspect the Queen's portrait for die cracks or doubling around the lettering. These small imperfections are exactly what collectors and dealers look for when valuing coins. Did you know the 50-cent coin's 12-sided shape was introduced in 1969 to help people distinguish it from the round 20-cent coin? This unique shape not only prevents confusion, but also made the Australian 50-cent one of the most recognizable coins in the world. It's a perfect blend of practicality and artistry. Before the cupronickel coins we use today, the original 1966 50-cent coin was made of 80% silver, making it highly sought after by collectors. That coin became too valuable to stay in circulation, So it was replaced with the base metal version we know now. The 1980 coin carries forward that legacy, a reminder of how precious the early Australian coins once were. Another fascinating point: these 1980 coins have remarkable durability. Made of strong alloy and with their iconic 12 sides, many have survived decades of circulation with surprisingly little wear. Some are still found in change today, over 45 years later, which makes finding one in top condition quite a thrill. If you're a coin enthusiast or beginner, the 1980 50-cent coin is a perfect piece to start with. It's affordable, historically rich, and easy to find. But if you can spot a rare double bar or a mint error, that's when your collection starts to get exciting and valuable. Always handle your coins carefully and store them in protective holders to preserve their shine and value. So, let's recap. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin might look ordinary, but hidden among them are varieties and conditions that can turn it into a small treasure. With its historical design, potential value, and collectible charm, it's a coin that every Australian coin collector should keep an eye out for. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the THE, you can't see so long list into the Locksu TSF. In the Locksuit has a luxurious texture that glides on smoothly and leaves a rich, long-lasting color. It's a long-lasting color. My Lockstay, it's a will of salive. Left T Salai Sud, my law side, commend. A commucalid with C-light. My SHS with CHF. You've Saget, played. It's S B win lie. A kazayit. Buys it Sagat and night. Pilasit to kanais it by sad a kalai at sikriket to seize lights. Sikalit my it to sit situs it sit lace a did it to sit to beat to sit this 1980 Australian 50-cent coin. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another coin story. Drop a comment below if you found any rare 1980 coins in your change, or if there's another coin you'd like me to cover next. Remember, that spare change in your pocket might just be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Now turn of second coin. The 1997 50-cent coin continues Australia's rich tradition of uniquely shaped and beautifully designed currency. With its dodecagonal 12-sided shape and bold metallic shine, this coin stands out in your hand. It's part of the standard circulation series, but as with many coins, not every 1997 piece is created equal. We'll explore why collectors value certain 1997 coins, what to look for, and how much yours could be worth today, like other coins of its era. The 1997 50 cent features the Australian coat of arms on the reverse side, designed by the late Stuart Devlin, who was also the official goldsmith to Queen Elizabeth II. The obverse carries the Queen's portrait, this time designed by Raphael Makloff, which was used from 1985 to 1998. His design shows the Queen wearing the royal diadem, facing right, with the Latin inscription Elizabeth to Australia 1997. This coin is made of cupro-nickel, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that signature silvery tone. It weighs 15.55 grams, measures 31.51 millimeters across, and has a plain edge, all standard for Australian 50-cent coins since 1969. Its distinctive 12-sided shape ensures it stands out from round coins in circulation, both visually and by touch. The year 1997 was a relatively calm year for Australian coinage. There were no special commemorative designs for the 50-cent denomination that year, but it marked one of the lower mintage years of the 1990s, while millions were struck. Fewer were minted compared to some earlier years, which makes pristine or uncirculated examples more collectible today. The Royal Australian Mint produced approximately 22.1 million 50-cent coins in 1997. While that might sound like a huge number, it's actually less than many surrounding years. This modest mintage has given the 1997 issue a quiet but noticeable appeal among coin collectors, particularly for those hunting for coins in mint state condition MS65 and above. Most 1997 50-cent coins are standard circulation strikes. But collectors have reported minor varieties and error coins that make some pieces highly sought after. These include die cracks, off-center strikes, and planchette flaws, all of which can multiply the coin's value depending on visibility and severity. If you find one of these error coins, it could be worth many times more than face value. So, what's a 1997 Australian 50-cent coin worth today? In circulated condition, it typically holds face value to about $1 odd. However, coins in uncirculated condition or with mint errors can fetch $10 to $30 a UD, depending on quality and demand. Collector sets or proof coins from the same year can be valued even higher, sometimes $50 or more, especially when graded by professional services. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and carefully examine your 1997 coin. Look closely for unusual markings, extra metal lines, or misaligned strikes. Even small details like die cracks near the Queen's portrait or doubling around the lettering can turn a common coin into a collector's delight. It's these imperfections that make each coin a little piece of history and sometimes a hidden jackpot. One of the coolest things about Australian 50-cent coins is their 12-sided shape, a design first introduced in 1969. This shape wasn't just for looks, it was designed to help visually impaired people distinguish it from the 20-cent coin. That unique dodecagon has since become an iconic part of Australian currency, instantly recognizable around the world, before the current Cooper-nickel version. The original 1966 50-cent coin was made of 80% silver. Because silver prices rose quickly, the coin's metal value exceeded its face value, and it was withdrawn from circulation. Since then, every 50-cent piece, including the 1997 coin, has been made of durable base metals. But collectors still admire that link to Australia's silver coin heritage. The Royal Australian Mint also released a special proof version of the 1997 50-cent coin as part of the annual coin sets. These coins are struck multiple times on polished dies, giving them a mirror-like finish. Proof coins from 1997 are highly sought after by serious collectors and can be worth several times their original release price, especially in perfect condition. So, to sum it all up, the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin may seem common, but hidden among the millions are pieces with unique characteristics, errors, or pristine quality that make them worth far more than 50 cents. Whether you're a beginner or a long-time coin collector, adding a clean 1997 coin or a proof version to your collection is a smart move, and who knows, you might even uncover a rare variety that's been sitting unnoticed in your pocket change for decades. If you enjoyed learning about the 1997 50-cent coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another coin story. Drop a comment below if you found any rare 1997 50-cent coins, or if there's another Australian coin you'd like me to explore next. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that spare change in your hand could be worth a small fortune.